students. In last lecture, we had studied about the sway frames using moment distribution method. Now, again, here I have taken one frame which is common joint having three members. So, what are the changes in our analysis criteria that we have to study by the frame? So, here for the understanding, I have taken one small example, and that is analyze the frame capital A, B, C, D loaded as shown in the figure below and plot bending moment diagram. Also draw deflected shape of the structure. So here this is A, B, C and D. A is fixed, B is common joint, C is our hinge joint, and at D it is fixed joint. In this case, on AB span we have point load 10 kilonewton meter having a 2I. On BC span there is UDL of 2 kilonewton per meter having I, and on B2D there is no load on the span and it is 3 meter having I. Now, whenever we have this kind of case, then first we have to check that this frame is sway or non-sway. So, how can we get the idea about the sway and non-sway? So, first of all, here we have only a single column. Then we can just get idea about the it is sway or not. But whenever we have a single column, the chances of sway is minimum, because whenever it is going to sway, but at C there is a horizontal reaction which is balance the sway. Here also going to leftward, at the time A joint is giving the horizontal reaction. So, in this case, the chances of sway is not done over here. So, for this we have to just take a consideration that it is a non-sway frame. Now, for the any example of moment distribution method, what we are going to do? We are going to just first finding out the fixed end moments, and here we have the fixed end moment, that is MFAB. On that case, the point load which is eccentric on AB span, this is minus WAB square upon L square. So here minus 10 into 2 into 3 square divided by the whole span square, and we will get minus 7.2 kilonewton into meter. Same way, fixed end moment from B to A, MFBA, it is plus WBA square upon L square. So we will get 4.8 kilonewton into meter. Now, for the BC span, there is UDL, so it is minus WL square by 12, and we will get minus 1.5 kilonewton into meter. MFCB, this is WL square by 12, so we will get 1.5 kilonewton into meter. And on B2D, it is a column, and on that there is a no load. So, the fixed end moment is 0 for B2D and B2C. So, here we have this kind of fixed end moment is done over here. Now, the next step, that is distribution factor, and it is the most important thing for the distribution of moment on any column or beam. We can making the cycles balance carryover from the distribution factor. So here B joint. B joint is connected with B2A, B2C and B2D. B2A, that is fixed beam, means it is 4 EI by L, and that is 2 EI, so we will get 1.6 EI. And from B to C it is hinge, means it is 3 EI upon L, so that is only EI. And from B to D there is 4 EI by 3, so it is 1.33. Now summation of these three, that is 3.93 EI. So here distribution factor is 1.6 upon 3.93, it is 0.406. For here it is 0.254 and here it is 0.34. Whenever we have to cross check these things, the summation of these three distribution factor at particular joint is 1, and here it is 1. Now at A the support is fixed, then the distribution factor is 0. At C it is hinge, then distribution factor is 1. Here at D it is 0 because it is fixed. Now from this table we have to prepare a moment distribution table, and we have to distribute the moment and carryover of that moment. Clear everybody? Now here we have a moment distribution table. In that case A is our common joint. At B joint there is connection of 3 spans. So B to A, that is towards the A, B to C, that is towards the C, and in the center, that is B to D. So column is coming over here, right? Whenever this kind of situation, the column is in the position of center at common joint of B. Now here AB, BA, BD, BC and CB are there. Now we have a distribution factor for that. At A to B it is 0, B to A that is 0.406, B to D that is 30.34, B to C that is 0.254 and C to B that is 1. So this distribution factor is providing over here, and we have fixed end moment. So first of all we have to write it down, the fixed end moment over here, that there is minus 7.2 plus 4.8, it is 0, it is minus 1.5, it is plus 1.5. So अब तक हमने जितने भी एग्जाम्पल्स देखे हैं उन सब में the one thing is common, then whenever we have this kind of support means it is hinge, उस वक्त हमें क्या करना है कि उसको ज़ीरो करना है. तो ज़ीरो करने के लिए यहाँ पे मुझे माइनस 1.5 की मोमेंट लगानी पड़ेगी, बट हम ऐसे ही मोमेंट नहीं लगा सकते, उसका हमें कैरी ओवर भी करना पड़ता है. जब भी हम बैलेंस करते हैं उसी वक्त उसका कैरी ओवर करना ज़रूरी है, राइट. तो यहाँ से उसका कैरी ओवर करके हाफ ऑफ प्रोवाइडिंग ओवर हियर. So we will get the initial moment, and that is minus 7.2, 4.8, 0, here minus 2.25 and here 0. Now the summation of the whole moments for the support moment we have to consideration from here. Now the first step, that is balance. In that case what we are going to do, we have to here 7.2, that is minus, multiply with this 0, we will get 0. Here summation of these three, summation of these three, and we will get some value. That value is multiplied with distribution factor and we will get something minus 1.03 over here. Again summation of these three and multiply with this, minus 0.87. Again summation of these three, multiply with this, is over here, right. And here 0 is always multiplied with 1, it is 0. Now after balance we have to go for the carryover, and the carryover of these three, minus 1.03 is over here, it is minus 0.52, this is half of 0, that is 0. Here no carryover, here 0, it is 0, right. So whenever our cycle of this balance and carryover is going on, our last step must be balance. So again we have to do balance over here, and this 0.52 is multiplied with this 0, so we will get 0. These 3 multiply with whatever, it is 0, and here it is 0. So now we have to sum of this all moment, and we will get minus 7.72 at A to B. Here 3.77 B to A, minus 0.87 B to D. Here minus 2.90, and it is 0. So this support moment will important for us to draw the bending moment diagram, right? And from this value we will get the bending moments. So what we are going to do over here now, we will take these moments, and AB is equal to minus 7.72 kilonewton into meter, MBA that is 3.77 kilonewton into meter, and B2C that is minus 2.90 kilonewton into meter, and B2D that is minus 0.87. and it is, हमको इतना पता है कि जब भी कोई भी जॉइंट पे हम मोमेंट फाइंड आउट करते हैं, दैट मोमेंट इज बैलेंस by some value minus plus, and here we have the value that is 3.77 is positive, and summation of these two is 3.77, so it is correct. And at C to B it is 0. क्लियर? जब भी हम इस तरह का एग्जाम्पल फाइंड आउट करते हैं तो उसमें द प्रोसीजर ऑफ एनी मोमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मेथड दैट इज सेम. हमको इतना पता होना चाहिए कि हमें इनिशियल मोमेंट कैसे मिलेगी, और वो इनिशियल मोमेंट का बैलेंस कैरी ओवर करके हमें फाइनल मोमेंट्स क्या मिलेगी. क्लियर? नाउ अब फॉर द मेंबर बी डी, अब हम कॉलम की बात कर रहे हैं. बी डी फार एंड इज फिक्स्ड, डी जॉइंट जो है हमारा वो फिक्स्ड है, तो जो बी पे हमें मोमेंट मिली है उसका हाफ कैरी ओवर हमें डी पे करना है. तो मोमेंट एट बी डी डी बी इज इक्वल टू हाफ ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ बी डी, राइट. अब मोमेंट एट बी टू डी क्या मिला है हमको, माइनस 0.87, एंड हाफ ऑफ दैट इट इज़ माइनस 0.44 किलोन्यूटन इंटू मीटर, वो हमें यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. अब सारी मोमेंट्स हमें मिल गई, तो क्या करेंगे हम, बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम. अब बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम में क्या करना है, बहुत ध्यान से ये चीज़ हमें अंडरस्टैंड करनी है. स्पान मोमेंट, ये स्पान मोमेंट हमें पता ही है. स्पान ए बी दैट इज डब्ल्यू ए बी बाई एल. डब्ल्यू इज 10, A is 2 meter, B is 3 meter divided by L, means it is 12 kilonewton into meter. It is our positive moment, and support moment is our negative moment. B to C स्पान के लिए क्या मिलेगा, डब्ल्यू एल स्क्वायर बाई 8, डब्ल्यू है हमारा 2 इंटू 3 स्क्वायर बाई 8, एंड वी विल गेट 2.25. और स्पार C to D देयर इज नो लोड, सो इट इज़ 0. अब जब भी हम डायग्राम बनाते हैं तो यहाँ पे हम ये वाली मोमेंट देखते हैं. एट ए आवर मोमेंट इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, सो इट इज गोइंग टू टेक आवर डायग्राम ऑन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, दैट इज 7.72. एट बी टू ए it is clockwise, so again it will going to upward our beam, so here it is 3.77, and the value of this AB span that is 12 kilonewton into meter. So we have to join this line So this shaded area is bending moment diagram of AB span. Now from B to C, यहाँ पे हमें जो मोमेंट मिली है वो 2.97 की है, and that is anti-clockwise. Again anti-clockwise moment is our negative moment, and it will going to uplift our beam over here. So it is 2.90 somewhere over here, and the span moment for BC, that is 2.25, so it is somewhere over here. So we will take the diagram in parabolic curvature. This shaded area is the bending moment diagram for B to C. Now at B joint, B to D moment, that is our anti-clockwise moment, and this anti-clockwise moment will bend our column towards the right at B. So this column is moved towards the right. Here this anti-clockwise moment is going to bend our column in leftward direction at joint D. So we will get this value. Now whenever we are going to plot this bending moment diagram, it is totally depending on the direction of bending moments. Anti-clockwise, clockwise, means it is totally depending on sagging and hogging. So whenever we are going to plot the bending moment diagram, the direction is positive or negative, it must have to identify by us at whenever it is sagging or hogging, that must calculated by us. Here this moment is hogging, this is also hogging, and here it is again hogging moment for us. So all this moment is take the positive and negative value for the bending moment diagram over here. Now the next thing, that is we have to finding out the deflected shape. So in deflected shape, this bending moment diagram will help us to draw the deflected shape, and this joint, this is our point of contraflexure. That point of contraflexure must be indicated in our deflected shape of the beam or of the frame. So what we are going to do over here, this is our A, B, C and D. Here we have a 2 point of contraflexure that we have seen in our bending moment diagram. Here 1 point of contraflexure, this is over here, and in column the diagram is something like this. So this is our point of contraflexure. Now we know that in SA1 we had studied about the whenever we have the fixed support over here, there is slope and deflection is 0. So here it is straight line, but afterward it is bent, and at joint it is 0 deflection. So this is our deflected shape for A to B. Now for B to C, यहाँ पे ये हमारा पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्ट्राफ्लेक्स है, वो यहाँ से लेके यहाँ पे जाएगा. सी जॉइंट इज अवर पिन जॉइंट और हिंज जॉइंट. हिंज जॉइंट पे हमें रोटेशन मिलेगा, राइट. डिफ्लेक्शन हमारा 0 होगा, बट रोटेशन ये जो एंगल है वो हमें मिलेगा. सेम वे हमने अभी बेंडिंग मोमेंट में देखा कि ये कॉलम इस और जा रहा है, तो उसका डिफ्लेक्शन भी इस और होगा, राइट. तो वो क्या करेगा, दैट डिफ्लेक्शन must be towards the right, and here again fixed. So slope and deflection over here is 0, and from here to it is going to bend, and this is our point of contraflexure. Clear? Now whenever we are going to finding out the shear force and bending moment diagram and deflected shape for our frame, this is the simplest method. That first we have to identify that this frame is sway or non sway. sway frame हमने देखा, non sway frame हमने देखा, राइट. इसी के साथ ही हमारा मोमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मेथड का चैप्टर यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो रहा है। अब उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, हमारा नेक्स्ट चैप्टर होगा दैट इज़ एनर्जी प्रिंसिपल्स, और उसके लिए आपको ऐसे 1 का स्ट्रेन एनर्जी वाला चैप्टर जो है वो एक बार देख लेना पड़ेगा, तो हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर से वो स्टार्ट कर देंगे। क्लियर? थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। फ्रॉम दिस 2 मेथड्स, स्लोप डिफ्लेक्शन एंड मोमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, यहाँ से हमें जो भी डायग्राम मिलते हैं वही सेम डायग्राम सारे केस में मिलेंगे। ओके, चलो बाय, थैंक यू।